Corinne here, independent midwife, Sussex. I'm going to do another quick one today, another short one. I'm just going to talk about when your baby opens his or her bowels in the fluid. Okay, commonly known as MEC for meconium, liqua, which is the name we tend to call the amniotic fluid, just for shortness really. Okay. If you're having a home birth or planning a normal birth in hospital, if this happens, if your baby does have a poo in the waters, that will change things slightly. How much it changes depends on what sort of meconium it is, which sounds ridiculous. But if it's very light staining, there's only been a tiny little bit, then it may not change your plans too much. But if it's particulate, which means if it's got lumps in, greeny brown lumps, then it might be an indicator that your baby's distressed and there might be extra monitoring needing to be put in place. Okay, now if you're at home, as always, it's your choice whether you stay there. You know, you can be informed about all the possible outcomes, given an idea of what the risks are to your baby, but it's still ultimately your choice if you wish to stay at home. The biggest risk of meconium in the fluid is that your baby will inhale this into their lungs as they're being born. If this happens, it's quite acidic and it can burn their lungs, which will cause them breathing problems, and they may need a period of special care to be treated for this. It's called meconium aspiration. Okay. Now the reasons babies open their bowels aren't just because they're stressed. Sometimes they open them just because they've gone beyond their due date and their bowel is now mature and it's functioning properly, it's pushing things out. So whatever's in there will come out, so it will go into the fluid and it will stay in the fluid. Distress, yes, we've talked about that. But sometimes it can be something that happened in the past. The baby might not be distressed now in labour. Maybe 2 weeks ago it got itself in such a position that its cord was squashed a little bit. So the oxygen levels to the baby dropped, which caused the bowel to move, the same as it does in us. If we're stressed out, if we are really threatened and we are not getting as much oxygen as we need, we'll have a poo. That is what humans do. So it may be something that happened in the past. It may not mean there's stress now to your baby, but there would still be the possibility that your baby will inhale that meconium. But as always, it's your choice. If you are in hospital, they want you to be monitored continuously. You'll be put on a CTG machine, so a continuous printout of your baby's heart. If you're at home, your midwives will say to you, well, we've seen meconium in your baby's fluid. The recommendation is perhaps that you go into hospital so you can be more closely monitored. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. As always, it's down to you. Look at the risks, speak to your midwife, and then you make the decision. Thank you for listening. My website is Birthwell Independent Midwifery. All my contact details are on there and on my Facebook page. Thank you.